WWE 2k26 just released another Ringside report, showcase mode. Now y'all seen I covered the trailer a couple days ago, you feel me? And that was a great trailer. And then they came out with another Ringside report trailer, and of course I had to cover it on their website. Now they start off with just a little summary of what CM Punk Showcase is gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna skip over that a little bit, but they do cover the entire match list. I'm not sure this is the entire one, but I think this is, because they didn't say like more to come or anything like that. I could just eat my words by reading this. But it says, starting off from the match everyone was talking about last year's showcase, begins by placing players directly into the action of a WrestleMania 41 triple threat main event between CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns, with Paul Heyman in Punk's corner. Now, I'm guessing they're probably going to go the cinematic route like how they did last year with WrestleMania 40, which was actually amazing to me. I ain't going to hold you. So, let's see how this goes, you feel me? Then it says, from there, we go backwards in time across different eras of WWE, revisiting Punk's past while introducing new scenarios. As part of Showcase, Punk will take players through the 3 different categories: historical matches, fantasy warfare, and what if matches. So that leak or whatever I was talking about, like from way back, almost like a month back, that was completely true. So like, that's a very credible source, as y'all know. When I was talking about it earlier, they did have those 3, and that's exactly what they're doing. Now the next category is historical matches. As in previous showcase modes, a portion of this year's experience focuses on faithful recreations of real WWE matches. And also they show a really good screenshot of Undertaker's entrance. And before that, I almost forgot to mention about this. They show Paul Heyman putting a chair in the ring over to CM Punk. It's right before that double cross that he did. You know what I mean? That was actually pretty cool, I ain't gonna lie to you. So next they say these bouts feature authentic arenas, superstar models, ring gear, and match objectives designed to reflect key moments and turning points. Players can follow historical outcomes or attempt to approach the matches differently through gameplay. Now I do want to talk about that really quickly. When it says players can follow historical outcomes or attempt to approach the matches differently through gameplay. So I'm wondering if we're going to be able to play as JBL or play as, his opponent, like how we did in John Cena's matches, or is it just going to be like where you don't really have to follow the historical objectives like to a T? Are they going to give us like choices at some point? Like are they going to give us like almost like a pause in it and then have us choose what we want to do? I'm very interested. They also give an entire list, which I have up on the screen right now, an entire list of all the matches, man. They have CM Punk versus JBL, CM Punk versus Rey Mysterio. They have his match against Randy Orton at WrestleMania 27. Have his great match against Undertaker at WrestleMania 29. We have his match against John Cena on Raw in February of 2013. We have his one against The Rock in Elimination Chamber 2013. Okay. Then the one against Brock Lesnar in 2013. We have his match against Drew McIntyre, which of course we got that one. You know what I'm saying? That Bad Blood 2024 in Hell in a Cell. We got a Seth Rollins on Raw 2025. I believe that's a Netflix debut. And then they also have that triple threat, of course, is the first one they're talking about. The next category they talk about is fantasy warfare. Now, fantasy warfare brings matchups that never happen, but we're going to make them happen anyway. I don't know why I paused right there. But they also give a screenshot of CM Punk versus Stone Cold at the new CM Punk Arena. A great screenshot, honestly. You see the fist with the X on it right behind them. But then they put, these are battles against the legends and icons who influenced Punk's journey, blending eras of WWE into unforgettable showdowns. Because sometimes the biggest fights exist only in our imagination until now. Here are 3 examples of fantasy warfare matches that players will get to see come to life. I'm guessing it's going to be more than that, because they just said 3 of them. They didn't say all of them, so I'm guessing it's probably going to be more of them, which makes sense. And of course, they got CM Punk versus Stone Cold, CM Punk versus Eddie Guerrero, and then CM Punk and AJ Lee versus The Miz and Maurice. That one, and I'm not too excited about, but that's a good little couple versus couple match. You know what I'm saying? The ones I'm excited to play is the one against Stone Cold and the one against Eddie, and I'm kind of curious on if there are going to be some more on there. So, what if matches. Now, before I even read it, I thought what if was kind of the same as this fantasy warfare stuff, but I get where they're coming from with this one. What if matches? What if CM Punk never left WWE in 2014? What if certain rivalries went differently? What if redemption came sooner? This year introduces timeline-bending scenarios that let players explore alternate realities and rewrite wrestling history. Showcase has a handful of these types of matches that we'll reveal at a later date. Now they also show unlockable content, which they have Seth Rollins, a really good screenshot of his entrance when he has that flamethrower. I actually really like that one, I can't lie to you. Then he said, like previous iterations of WWE 2K, players will be able to earn rewards as they make their way through each match and complete objectives. Rewards will fall into the following categories: legends, alternate attires, managers, championships, and arenas. And for those of you who want to do things a little bit differently, and they talk about the Gauntlet. The Gauntlet is probably what I'm going to do, I ain't going to lie to you. Of course, like, look, I make content, so I'm trying to get that content out as fast as possible for y'all. I want to focus on things, like, I want to focus on my rise, of course. We want to get y'all content, like other content as well. I seen y'all like the tutorials about the tag teams I was making, everything like that. But let's go ahead and get straight into it. The Gauntlet. For players who want to skip straight into the action and unlock all the rewards, WWE 2k26 introduces an optional Gauntlet match. In this format, players can choose to face 20 consecutive opponents, either as CM Punk or AJ Lee. Completing the full run rewards all showcase unlockables at once, including characters, arenas, and other content tied to the mode. This provides an alternative path to completion for players who prefer a gameplay challenge over progressing through each match individually. But if you fail, back to the start. It's high risk but high reward. This year's showcase isn't just about what happened, it's about what could have happened, what should have happened, and what still might happen. How are you going to play it? Stay tuned for more Ringside reports as we break down even more modes, features, and surprises on the road to release. Now, real quick, y'all peep that and what still might happen? So I'm thinking that what if matches might Daner go past the present. If that makes sense. Sorry. Yeah. It'll go past the current date that we're at. I'm wondering, are we gonna see a CM Punk versus Obafemi? Are we gonna see like a CM Punk versus Javon Evans or something like that, or like somebody from like, you know what I mean? Are we gonna see that? I'm kind of curious on that one. I'm actually very excited about it. But the thing I'm most excited for is that Gauntlet. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now I'm gonna see a lot of people like on Twitter say that that's gonna be easy. You can put on easy mode and turn your submission sliders all the way up and just go through it within like 10 minutes. If that is an exploit, I can see people doing that. But I wouldn't mind just dang there putting them on legend and seeing if I can go through it. And also, if we're going to be unlocking stuff through this Gauntlet, I wouldn't be surprised if they won't let you change settings for this match. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't be surprised they won't let you turn settings on there. But let me know what you think about all that, man. This is actually a pretty good Ringside report. Honestly, short, sweet, to the point. And also that Ringside report showcase video is actually really good. Honestly, they show a lot more than what the trailer shows, which, of course it does. But I'm actually pretty excited for the game. Honestly, I'm actually pretty excited for the game, man. But let me know what y'all think about all this information in the comment section below. And thank you guys so much for watching. And Jay Young out.
What is this, Spazekoupe?